Think about those really bizarre championships out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the kind that mix something totally unexpected with, well, believe it or not, actual science.
Oh, absolutely. There are some weird and wonderful ones.
Well, today we're diving deep into one that's just that quirky, competitive, and kind of charming, literally. The World Worm Charming Championships.
Right.
Our mission, really, is to unpack its peculiar origins, dig into the science behind it, which is surprisingly real, and maybe relive some funny moments.
Sounds good.
So get ready, because you're about to discover something pretty unique, something you probably never knew you needed to know.
And what's fascinating here, I think, is how it's more than just worms, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really shows human creativity, finding tradition, building community in, well, really unexpected ways. This dive will show layers of culture, competition, and yeah, a bit of biology too, all in a fun package.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty then, the competition itself. Picture this. You get a little patch of ground, right?
Yeah.
3 by 3 meters.
Yeah, 9 square meters. Not huge.
And the goal is just charm as many worms out as you can in 30 minutes.
Seems simple enough on the surface.
Exactly. But there are rules.
Yeah.
Big ones. No digging at all. No chemicals.
Right, no artificial lures like that.
And the worms have to come up completely on their own. You can't, like, grab one halfway out and yank it.
No pulling, strictly forbidden.
You got to charm them, which, okay, begs the question, what does charming a worm even mean here? I always sort of pictured people just stomping randomly. Does it actually work? Is there real science, or is it just, you know, folklore?
That's a great question. And it's actually a perfect mix of, like, human fun meeting actual science, if we look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
The scientific basis is pretty straightforward. Earthworms, especially the common ones like Lumbricus terrestris, are incredibly sensitive to ground vibrations.
Okay.
They have these things called mechanoreceptors all along their bodies. Think of them as tiny vibration detectors, especially near their heads.
So, like, feeling the ground shake, like a mini seismograph.
Exactly like that, yeah. And it's tied to survival.
Ah, okay. Survival how?
Well, these vibrations usually mean one of two things to a worm. First, heavy rain.
Right, flooding their burrows.
Precisely. They can't get oxygen, so they need to surface fast. Or second, and maybe more importantly for charming, predators.
Like moles, birds.
Moles, shrews, birds pecking or walking around. They all create vibrations as they hunt. So the charming techniques, they basically hijack this instinct.
Ah, so you're tricking them.
You're tricking them, making them think either flood or predator by creating rhythmic vibrations in the soil. That's the key, the rhythm.
That makes so much sense now. It's not just noise, it's a specific kind of vibration they react to. Okay, so knowing the science, how do people actually do it? What are the techniques? I've heard about music, maybe some dancing. What are the really out there methods?
Oh, this is where it gets really fun and creative. You're right, it's way more than just stomping.
Yeah.
The classic method, sticking a garden fork in the ground.
A garden fork?
Yeah, and then tapping the handle. Rhythmically. Sends vibrations down deep. But one winner got really clever.
Oh, yeah.
They added a beer bottle to the fork handle to sort of resonate, amplify the sound and vibration. People called it a worm DJ setup.
No way. A worm DJ. That's amazing. I'm just picturing tiny worms raving underground.
Yeah.
But, like, does it ever get too much? Too elaborate? Does the spectacle sometimes take over from the actual science bit?
That's a really good point. I mean, yeah, the consistent vibration is key scientifically, but the spectacle, that's definitely part of the charm, you know?
Right.
We've seen people try violins, flutes, even bagpipes played right at the ground. Someone tried blasting rock music once.
Did that work?
Not particularly well, no. And then there was the guy with the tuba.
A tuba. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Played it directly into his patch of earth. Impressive effort, definitely visually striking. But the worms, not so impressed. They mostly stayed put.
I bet. Probably just gave them a headache.
Yeah.
But it's not just sound, right? You mentioned movement.
Movement, too, absolutely. There was one year a group did traditional Morris dancing on their plot.
Morse dancing.
Yeah.
With the bells and sticks.
A whole 9 yards, jingling bells, rhythmic stomping. And you know what? It worked surprisingly well.
Really?
Yeah, that consistent pounding on the ground, great vibrations, the crowd loved it. And then for pure theater, there was a guy doing a sort of hypnosis routine.
A bounty's brain.
On worms.
Waving his hands dramatically over the soil, whispering, "Come to me, my pretties."
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't catch many worms, obviously. But he was hilarious. Definitely a crowd favorite. It just shows the range, you know? You get serious folks, scientists maybe, farmers, kids, and then these brilliant performers. Everyone brings their own theory, their own flair.
That commitment, that mix of like serious effort and total silliness.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes it so great, isn't it? It's more than a contest. It's like a performance piece, a community thing, which makes you wonder, where did something this specific, this odd, even start?
Yeah, the origin story is pretty charming itself, actually. The first official championship was back in 1980. Okay, 1980. Where?
Williston in Cheshire, England, and the idea came from a local school headmaster, a guy named John Bailey.
A headmaster.
Yep. He just wanted something new and fun for the school fed, the local fair.
Just a bit of fun for the kids.
Exactly. But it kind of caught on. Started as this little local tradition, then word got out, the media picked it up, especially when people started breaking records or using weirder techniques.
The media effect.
Totally. And it just grew from there into this annual world championship. It really became part of Williston's identity.
So it genuinely went from village fit to world stage. But that title, World Championship, what are the stakes? Is there like a global ranking? A worm-charming federation?
That's a good question. It highlights the kind of charming exaggeration, doesn't it?
Yeah.
While it is called the World Championship, there's no official global league table like in tennis or chess. It's more about winning that specific event, the original one in Williston.
Right, the prestige of winning the event.
Exactly. But there is a world record, a proper one.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Held by a young woman named Sophie Smith from the UK. Back in 2009, she charmed, wait for it, 567 worms.
567 worms.
567 in 30 minutes.
Astonishing, isn't it? 567 worms.
Wow. What do you even win for that, apart from, eternal worm-related glory?
Well, the prize is usually a trophy, often something funny like a golden worm plus massive bragging rights. Naturally, local pride is huge.
So not big cash prizes.
No, definitely not about the money. They often have special awards too, like Best Junior Charmer or Most Creative Technique. It's about the spirit.
I like that.
And yeah, while other places, Australia, Canada, the U.S., have started their own versions, Willaston is still the big one, the original, the most famous. It really nails that idea of half science, half silliness, and 100% community fun.
Sophie Smith, 567 worms. That's legendary. This whole thing, it's clearly part serious competition, part comedy show, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And it must be those moments, the funny ones, the unexpected ones, that really define it. Let's talk about some of the greatest hits, the funniest moments from worm charming history. Definitely. What makes these championships truly memorable are those unforgettable incidents, the chaos, the passion. It all comes out.
Give us an example.
Okay, so back in the 90s, there was the escaping worms incident.
Sounds promising.
Oh, it was. The winner had collected over 400 worms, a huge haul. But in all the excitement, they didn't seal the bucket properly.
Oh, no.
So during the awards ceremony, on stage, hundreds of worms started making a break for it, crawling everywhere.
On the stage?
All over the stage. Judges were flapping, kids were screaming. The winning worms were technically escaping back into the wild right then and there. It was just pandemonium.
Oh, the visual. A sea of escaping worms during the prize giving. You hear about scandals in sports, but worm scandals, that's commitment.
It really is. It shows how seriously people take it, even amidst the fun. Which leads nicely to the borrowed worm scandal of 2005.
Borrowed worms, like doping.
Exactly. Locals jokingly called it worm doping. A contestant was accused of, sneaking extra worms into their bucket, possibly from someone else's plot. Seriously. The judges had to investigate. Nothing was ever proven conclusively, no disqualification. But the village still talks about Wormgate.
Wormgate. That is brilliant.
Oh,
like a tiny, muddy political drama. Shows how intense those local rivalries can get, eh?
Absolutely. And sometimes it's not even the people, it's nature joining in. Back in the 80s, there was this massive downpour right in the middle of the contest.
Oh, perfect timing for the worms.
Exactly. As we discussed, rain makes them surface naturally. So suddenly, worms were pouring out everywhere.
So what do the contestants do?
Chaos. Everyone just grabbed their buckets and started frantically scooping. People were slipping in the mud, sliding around, trying to collect worms as fast as possible. It was like a frantic, muddy free-for-all.
A rainstorm miracle turned into a mud bath. Amazing.
It really was. And one more just for pure entertainment. The Rockstar Technique in 2011.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
This competitor showed up fully dressed as Elvis Presley.
Elvis for worms.
Elvis, complete with a little portable amp, and he serenaded his plot with Love Me Tender.
Did it work? Did the worms love him tender?
Not really, no. He didn't charm any worms. But the crowd, they absolutely loved him. He won the Best Entertainer prize, hands down.
Of course he did. That's fantastic. These stories just capture the spirit perfectly, don't they? The passion, the humor.
They really do. It shows the unique character of the whole thing.
So when you bring it all together, what does this all mean? This deep dive, it really shows something fascinating about us, doesn't it? That sometimes it's these simple, almost primal interactions with nature.
Yeah.
They can spark incredible creativity, build really strong communities, and just remind us about the joy of being a bit silly. It's like a celebration of tradition and just having fun.
Precisely. And it makes you think maybe our complex, modern way of looking at the world sometimes makes us miss the lessons in these simpler things. Engaging playfully, intentionally with something right under our feet. Maybe that's where you find the most accessible science, the strongest traditions, the real community spirit.
Right there in the dirt.
Right there. If we're just willing to, try and charm it out, it's a good reminder, I think, that sometimes the best insights, the most fun, comes from the most playful places. Makes you look at the mundane a bit differently, maybe find the magic in it.